Sorry, Prabhu. Sorry. So maybe page 74. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Bando muy savadhana Jahara prasade bhai e bhava toriya jai Krishna prapti hoya jaha hoite Krishna prapti hoya jaha hoite Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriya kya Kori hamane asha Arona kori hamane asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Sei se uttama gati Prasade pure sarvasha Ye prasade pure sarvasha Sarvasha Shakshudana dila jai janme janme Prabhu se Shakshudana dila jai janme janme Divya gyana hriday prakashito Bhakti jaite avidya vinasha jate Prema bhakti jaite Sharanila. Doya koro he Bhatit Pavan Shri Gurudev. Doya koro he Adhama Patita Jene. Doya koro he Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. You want to sing, Didi? Or you want to sing?
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Koro More.
Chaitanya Prabhu, Doya Koro More.
Toma Bina Ke Doyalu Jagatana Jare.
Tama Bina Ke Dayalu, Jagata Madhare.
Patita Pavana Hetu Tava Avatara.
Patita Pavana Hetu, Tava Avatara.
Mosamo Patita Prabhu Bhatagaya.
Motama Patita Prabhu, Napai Gaya.
Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Suki.
Aha Prabhu Nityananda, Premananda Suki.
Sita Balokana Toyo Swami Buddha
Sita Balokana Puro, Ami Puro.
Doya Koro Sita Pati Advaita Kosai.
Doya Koro Sita Bhakti, Advaita Kosai.
Java Kripa Bodhipai Chaitanya Nitai.
Bhava Kripa Bodhika, Chaitanya Gora Premamaya Tanu, Pandita Radhara. Jaya Koro
You know how to sing this?
Who's singing?
Krishna, you want to sing?
I'm not very good. I lose the timing and things.
Okay.
Sorry.
Devananda, you want to sing Ohe Vaishnava Thakur?
Yeah, well, that's number 78, isn't it?
Oh, so, yeah, please. Please, forgive me. Of course, yeah.
Ohe Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Shagara Edashe Karuna Kori Ohe Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Shagara Edashe Karuna
Shraddha
Yes.
Jai Jai Prabhu ki Jai.
Good to see you all too. Real occasion. I've got some tea left.
Magic surprise. It's a miracle.
I will move from here. I will move from here after this. I will move from here after this. Ah, okay.
Okay. Surviving. Jullie zijn daar gewoon Ja.
Emana durmati samsara bhitore podiyachinu ami. Emana durmati samsara bhitore podiyachinu ami. Tawani jajana kono mahajane Pataya dille tumi Prabhu hai emona durmati samsara bhitore podiyachinu ami. Doya kori more patita dekhiya Kohilo amare diya Ohe jakore patita dekhiya Kohilo amare diya শোনো ভালো কথা উল্লাসিত হবে হিয়া প্রভু হে এমনা দুর্মাতি সংসারা ভিতরে পদিয়াচ্ছিনু আমি Tomare tarite Shri Krishna Chaitanya Navadvipe avatar Tomahe no koto dinahi na jane জানে করিলে না ভাবা প্রভু
samsara vitore podiaci nuami. Vedera pratikya rakhi bharatare rukma varna viprasuta. Mahaprabhu name Nadia Mataya. Mahaprabhu name Nadia Mataya. Sange Bhaya Vaduta. Prabhu Emana Durmati Samsara Vitore Podiaci nuami. Nanda Sutta Jini Chaitanya Gosai Nijanama Koridar. Tarilo Jagat Tumi O Jaiya. Roni Japaritrana. Prabhu Emana Durmati Samsara Vitore Podiaci nuami. Katha shuniya asya chinatha tomara charana tole. Bhakti vinada kandiya kandiya. Bhakti vinada kandiya kandiya. Apana kahini bole. Prabhu emana durmati samsara vitore podiaci nuami. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Avakasa. Did you sing Avakasa yet? Which page is it on here? Oh. Bueno, sorry.
It's 156.
Sorry.
Is it Manasadeho Keho?
Yeah.
156.
Okay, thank you. Oh, it's okay. Thank you anyway. You can find the pages. Yeah.
What page? I don't know yet.
156.
What?
156.
156.
Excuse me, rusty voice. Manasa dehe ho jo kichu mora apilun tua pade nanda kishora manasa dehe ho jo kichu Sampada bipade jivane marane sampade daya mama gela tua padavane Rakobi jo ichakoro nitadat bhakti tuaradikari adasa pratim tua janao jamao bimoye icha jadi tora Bhakta grihe jani janmahamo manasa dehe geho jo kichu mora apilu tua pade nanda kishoda kita janma hao jata tuya dasa kita janma mukha brahma jane nahi Mukti spriha bihina je bhakta Mukti spriha bihina je bhakta labhaite taka Janaka janoni doita thana Janaka janoni Prabhu Guru Pati Tu Savamo Kati vinora koe shunokana Kati vinora shunokana Radha nata tu hamara param Sadege ho jo kichu moda manasa kichu ya pilum tua pade nanda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Raja Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktari Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Jai Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai. I'm going to sing Guru Avatar. I always want to sing this song here. The reason why everybody's singing it somewhere, I think it's alright, but I still know another way which is very nicely sung. It's just slightly different to the way it's usually sung. But what happens usually when I come here, because I'm so used to hearing everyone singing that way, I lost the melody. I'm singing this way that everybody else has been singing. Yes. Yeah. Let's go for Nima soon. 130. Avatara Sara Gauraya Avatara Avatara Sara Gauraya Avatara Avatara Sara Gauraya Avatara Kenona Bajili Tare Kenona Bajili Tare Orinire Basa Gelona Piasa Asagelana Apana Karavo Tere Avatara Sara Gauraya Avatara Avatara Sara Gauraya Avatara Sadai se biliman Amrita pabaraya se Kantra ke dataru Sadai se biliman Amrita pabara Preme kalpataru Shri Goranga Yama Shri Goranga Preme kalpataru Prema kalpataru Shri Goranga Yama Prema Hare Babili Vike Avatara Sara Gauraya Avatara Avatara Sara Avatara Sara Gauraya Avatara Kenuna Bajili Tare Kenuna Bajili Tare Sora Beratase Palasa Suni Hilimunan Nasate Pasilo Kita Sora Berayase Palasa Suni Hilimunan Rabiraya se palasa sukilimon ansa nasa de pasilo kita Ikudanda babi kota sukilimon Ikudanda babi kota sukilimon Emone pai bimija Avatara Sara Buddhaya Avatara Avatara Sara Buddhaya Avatara Eno na bhajili tare Eno na bhajili tare Hara boliya golaya porili man Samana kinkara saka Hara boliya golaya porili man Samana kinkara Hara boliya golaya porili man Samana kinkara saka Sitala bolia aguna po alimon Sitala bolia aguna po alimon Aili bajarata Aili bajarata Avatara Sara Buddhaya Avatara Avatara Sara Buddhaya Avatara Eno na bhajili tare Eno na bhajili tare Sangsara bhajili Shigoranga bulili Na sunili sadur kata Bhajili Shigoranga Sangsara bhajili Shigoranga bolili Na sunili sadur kata Shigoranga bolili Na sunili Iha para kala dukala koyaliman Iha para kala dukala koyaliman Dukala koyaliman Airiya panamata Airiya panamata Avatara Sara Buddhaya Avatara Avatara Sara Buddhaya Avatara Eno na bhajili tare Eno na bhajili tare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, oh Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gopamanande Hari Bol.
Okay, now you stop making so much noise. But everyone knew the words to the song you were singing.
Yeah,
Hare
look
Krishna,
for
Hare
me.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mahaprabhu! Nitai. Dandavat, devotees. Jai, Jai, Jai. Hare Krishna. Leela Moy came?
She's joining the Harinam.
Oh, joining the Harinam with Valentino, chanting and dancing. Okay, very good. And how old is she? 3.
Valentina is now, it's 2 years, 3 months.
2 years, 3 months, and she can lead the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What? Oh, is it? Oh, Devashish. I'm very sorry.
Who is sitting here?
in his subtle form.
Oh, Devashish, Maharaj, always sit here, please, Maharaj.
Come on, sit here. I'll sit where I'm good. Okay, dear devotees, why are you all here?
Yeah, for the nectar.
Oh, you can't keep away.
With nectar there is.
You cannot keep away.
Cannot keep away. Actually, we are very lucky to have association of those who've got a similar ambition, a similar goal, similar recognition of the message of Mahaprabhu and its descent to this world. So we are lucky to have such associations. Bhagyavan Ajeev, fortunate devotees. Hare Krishna. Sripad Devashish Prabhu.
Jai.
Sripad Devashish Prabhu ki
Jai.
Secretary of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswati London chapter. Jai.
Yes, whatever that means.
London chapter. Govinda, Govinda.
Govinda, Govinda.
And we were happily together last night in Vijay Krishna's home, being very nicely looked after, chanting the holy names, hearing Harikatha, having Sadhu Sangha, and honoring Prasad. So today, sometimes it is a special day. Today is a Saturday. It's not actually a special day as such on the calendar, but every day is a special day, especially when we can come and have Sadhu Sangha, association of each other. We've been chanting from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Narottam Das Thakur. We've been, earlier we were chanting from Srila Gurudev, his composition about Srila Guru Maharaj, his glories. So we are chanting the kirtans which have been given to us, the prayers, the glorification in song form that's been given to us by the pure devotees, the ones who know what we should be thinking, singing, praying, how to properly honor the Lord. We were hearing earlier about Rasabas, when the Bengali simple-hearted Brahmana came with a composition in glorification of Mahaprabhu and Jagannath, but it was full of faults and Mahaprabhu was very unhappy. And so the point is, we may be good intentioned. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Devashish. We may be well intentioned, we may have a good heart, all these things, but we all need some guidance so that we know what's the right thing to do. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita we saw a good-hearted Brahmana, simple-hearted, a good poet, but he didn't yet, until he came to Puri, get the proper guidance. So then he's making up his own idea of what is Krishna consciousness, if you like, what is the glorification of Mahaprabhu, what is the glorification of Jagannath. So, after a little teaching by Swarup Damodar, then he got to understand, that what is right, what is wrong. He got the mercy of the Vaishnavas. Through the mercy of the Vaishnavas, he got the mercy of Chaitanya. So, and then he didn't want to leave, and he was accepted by the devotees into their society. It doesn't mean society, the name of this, incorporated. The society, the gathering, the association of the devotees. So, Srila Guru Maharaj, he points out that we must make ourselves fit to be within the association of the devotees. And if we can be in the association of devotees and keep in their association, we will be safe in our spiritual life. So Krishna brings us into higher association by our possibility of higher surrender, higher sincerity, all of these things. If we are insincere, There's a whole world out there which is going to fool you very nicely. But if we're sincere, then hopefully we can hold on to that descending rope for the sincere to come home and not to worry about the world. You can't change the world. We read, even by half a hair's breadth, I think it wasn't even a hair's breadth, we cannot change the world by even half a hair's breadth. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was saying. But we can change ourselves 180 degrees. Not 360. That brings you back to where you started. So we want to change ourselves 180 degrees. For all of you mathematicians, who knows it's 360 degrees? Okay. So, but we can change ourselves, but the environment is running perfectly. Just like all the stars in the sky, all the planets, they're all floating perfectly. Every night you're not seeing, this one crashed into that one crashed into that one. And not only perfectly physically, but perfectly subtly. All of you astrologers and astrologer worshippers, you know that the influence of the planets, they all have a subtle purpose as well as their physical purpose. The sun gives heat, the moon gives some light, but there's more to it than that. And what about all the constellations? So everything is working perfectly. It's us who are the sand in the gearbox, or there's pebbles in the gearbox, whatever it is. If you put sand and pebbles in a gearbox of a car, I think you'll have a very noisy, inefficient car. Jai Shri Gauranga Sundar ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Radha Giridhari Ju ki Jai, Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. By the way, I've noticed these butterflies do fly when the curtain is closed, because there's sometimes they land in different places. It's true. I mean, they're in different places, it's true. The flying part may or may not be. There was one on Mahaprabhu's chadar the other day. Oh, yes.
You never know what was on the
It never got back to the altar in time before they came to open. Hare Krishna. Anyway, this is some beginning to our like Harikatha time. The devotees have been chanting and dancing this afternoon, chanting and dancing in their hearts with the holy name. And we have mridanga players, and we have an imported from Mauritius mridanga player to Krishna Das Prabhu. I don't know if you all met him. He's a good mridanga player. He's brought up as a Hare Krishna devotee. His dad is Vinod Krishna Prabhu, a manager of one of the ashram, big temple in Mauritius. And devotees do send photos from time to time. So Mauritius, they see our little gathering, they'll say, they've only got this little place. They've got a big temple, and they have a few hundred devotees for some of the festivals. And devotees, they do send the clips of the program. And it's wonderful to see, and we can think, Gurudev will be very happy to see it. And everybody likes that kirtan, Shrita Kamala, Jaya Jaya Deva Hare, Jaya Deva Hare. They sent me the video, and how they have that. I asked, I don't see anybody reading the book. They said, no, you got 3 television screens, is it? 3 big screens. And they got like big screens, 3 big screens with the words on, so everyone can see the words. With translation? No.
Last year I did it for Krishna Janmashtami. Last year I did it for Krishna Janmashtami, so I wasn't there.
Okay.
But I know there were like big screens around. I don't know if it was just like you have here on the board.
Yeah.
Or if it was with the translations.
Yeah. Okay. But they have this way so that they don't have a 200 songbooks or something. Instead, They're seeing the screen and they're singing. Using modern technology. We are all using modern technology for things, but I thought that was also good system. We can learn from everywhere. Anyway, so this is Krishna Das, or in Bengal, your name would be Keshto. Keshto. It's how it becomes Krishna Das, just becomes Krishna Das, becomes Keshto, Keshto, Keshto. It's the normal way of, what is your name? Keshto. Oh, okay. What's your name? Keshto. Oh, what's your name? Keshto. Okay. So Krishna Das, very good name. Remind us that we are a servant of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anyway, as some of you, as all of you know, there are devotees all over the world. And this last, 10 days, then we've celebrated the appearance of Nityananda Prabhu and the appearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And two, grand distributors of greatest mercy. Yeah. And here we are as the engagement in their Leela of being the fallen souls for them to put their mercy upon. Because Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, they all need fallen souls to rescue. Otherwise, where would be the question of rescuing fallen souls? So at least we can think we're useful for something. Is it? Yes. Okay, all right. Useful for something. So here we are, and we are all praying to take shelter. We all need a good shelter. Yesterday we also in Vijay Krishna's house, we're thinking how the dog wants a good master. The dog is looking for a good master. He gets a good master. Dog, very happy. But we want a good master. If we get a good master, we will be very happy. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually has a song glorifying the nature of the faithful dog, not the street dog, maybe, but the faithful dog. And that if we get that good master, the good master in whom, okay, yes, everything I accept, I'm not questioning what you're giving, and for my sustenance, whatever you give me, your remnants, I'll eat that. I'm not going to go looking in the ditch, not a street dog, faithful dog. I accept whatever the master is giving, like that. So we want a good master, Krishna has been kind to give us that good master. And our master is here. Our master is looking over us always. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur watching us for sure. His mission that around the world, what will be? How is the mission going on? How is his mission going on? And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, it certainly felt that on his appearance just now, that it's like the whole world is giving some recognition, and he's seeing, looking back. We are looking to him, but he's also looking, what are we all doing? So we should try to be doing what he would expect us to do. How do we know what he expects us to do? By going to the main current flow after him. That Gurudev clearly saying, every one of the stalwarts of Srila Saraswati Thakur's disciples knew that that has come to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj holding that. And then the Western world has been super fortunate to come to Guru Maharaj, the holder of that current of Rupa Goswami through Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And they've come to him. How? How have we all come? Through Srila Prabhupada, who has spread Krishna consciousness and shown us his Siksha Guru and his intimate friend, Srila Bhakti Rock Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. And then both of them have shown us where they are giving their affection and their blessing and their qualified continuer of the line to Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. So here we are under the shelter of these great personalities. So we are dogs with good masters. We've got our good masters who, even when they are, you could say, present in the world visibly, present, manifest in the world and somewhere in the world. Even then, mostly the devotees are in separation. They're not side by side. They're in separation, but serving under his auspices. And so this way, that life of service continues happily under their auspices. We have to look to see what do they expect of us, what do they want from us. Always try to hear. And prayer has value. We can ask, we can try to hear, we can try to understand their nature. And we can understand their nature through the ocean of guidance that's been given in the written record of their teachings, the written record that in many cases they have written themselves, and in the miraculously recorded record of classes, both audio and video. Miraculously, why? Because unless you were an actual yogi, a real yogi of time gone by, you would not be able to hear the voice of somebody who disappeared from the world. What to speak of 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So all of this, it's been given to us by Mahaprabhu. All the technology which is being used in the service has been given by Mahaprabhu. So that us, who, we're not yogis, I'm not a yogi, maybe you're all yogis, but so that we have that opportunity to hear as directly as possible the messages of our masters, see their mannerisms, see their nature, see their associates, the mood of every one around, and be able to live on continuously, knowing that they are watching and they're seeing. How are we getting on following their guidance? So, here we are in the West London mat. London mat, west, east, north, south is not the factor. It is the London mat which was very emphasized by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, all. And we've seen with our own life experience Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev giving much emphasis to London. And that it will be, here we'll have an ashram to represent Chaitanya Saraswati Mat, but to represent Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that London is so important. But to represent means must be representative. And what is the mat? The mat is the pure teachings of Gurudev and of Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So we can try to always keep that consciousness of what is Chaitanya Saraswati mat, and then have this as a room of that mat. And wherever we are in the world, then it is not a physical location, like we hear the banks of Radha Kund, etc. But always we are told it's not physical, it is conscious-al. Physical, conscious-al. Okay, new word for the dictionary. It is a matter of consciousness and heart. So everywhere we go in the world where we've got, like Chaitanya Saraswati mat, daily mood and activity and program as we experienced with Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, then we feel here is Chaitanya Saraswati mat. So we want to keep the quality of all of the rooms of the mat as closely as we can to what Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur expect of us. And the Nat Mandir in Navadip had written in iron, the iron grill. When you look at the deities, there's a grill across the front with a sliding grill door, and above that grill it said, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Shravan Sadan. Approximately it means that. Means it's to come to hear the conception of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. What is Bhakti Siddhanta? The proper path, the proper truth about Bhakti as presented by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Guru Maharaj very strongly saw his temple, Chaitanya Saraswati Mat. It's not his temple, it is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's temple. And when some wrong happened with one of our sweet Western devotees, then Guru Maharaj was angry that when he heard some news. And when someone's angry, they tend to say things which they normally may not say. But what did Guru Maharaj say? Guru Maharaj said, "This is Srila Saraswati Thakur's mat, and such things are going on here." Like his identity, it's not my mat, or they're doing this in my mat. It was, this is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's mat. And such things are going on. And Guru Maharaj, angry and disturbed, but it came out like that. It's Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's temple. So this must always be our understanding. The temple, it is of our gurus, it's not ours. It's all in the service to them. And the grandfather guru is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He has brought us all into the family of Krishna consciousness. Without the grandfather, there is no family. You've got to have a grandfather to have a father. So there we are, our grandfather guru who conceived of all this and bringing to reality what his father and guru, means Bhaktivinoda Thakur, had that wish, desire, etc. That was in his heart, and this given to the world by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And here we all are, very fortunate that Krishna has allowed us to come into the association of each other who have such recognition. And all over the world, all kinds of societies and this, that and the other, both in the physical world, physical sense, society for canoeing, for climbing, for stamp collecting, and, according to your desires and all sorts of things, there's some society for everybody. And in the spiritual side, where some idea about God, about religion, about rituals, there is unlimited kinds of societies there too in different departments. But Chaitanya Saraswat Mat is a society of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message coming through Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Srila Guru Maharaj himself defines that name, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. It is identifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message coming through Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So here we are trying to maintain that firmly. And Gurudev himself said, we must be very careful to maintain that standard. I have, Prabhu. Oh, is this for Devashish?
No, go on.
Oh, okay.
Got drinks already.
We got them, thank you very much. And Srila Gurudev himself said, we must be very careful. And Gurudev a little bit generously said, otherwise maybe 50 years, then it'll all be gone the wrong way. And sometimes we're shocked when we see that well under 50 years we see many things which are, definitely questionable by Gurudev and Guru Maharaj's standard. So we must be careful, and we must be careful to try to remember what it is that Gurudev wanted, what it is that Guru Maharaj wanted, what it is that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wanted, and keep that practice, keep that consciousness, and keep that standard, as Guru Maharaj always said. I very carefully follow what my Guru Maharaj gave. Very carefully, he told. When asked, we were there, when he was asked about one temple, and the devotees, now you've been on parikrama, you see different things taking place, and in Navadip, devotees, they're going on parikrama, they see one temple, they see something, and they ask Guru Maharaj how to harmonize, why they have this at their temple. And Guru Maharaj said, this is not correct. I told them so, not to do this. This is wrong. But they didn't listen to my words. And then Guru Maharaj said, after the disappearance of Srila Saraswati, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, so many of my godbrothers, they think they can do anything and everything without that restriction of Srila Saraswati Thakur. They think now they can do anything and everything. But I am not of that nature. I very carefully maintain what as I understand is the desire and direction of Srila Saraswati Thakur. So, Guru Maharaj, that nature to Srila Saraswati Thakur. Gurudev, that nature to Srila Guru Maharaj. We must all try to be that nature to Gurudev, Guru Maharaj and Srila Saraswati Thakur. This way we can have always a current of cleanliness, cleanness, and idea of our proper engagement and proper attitude. So although today isn't a festival day on the calendar as such in that way, but every day is a festival, and when there's Harikatha taking place, and especially in the line of Gurudev and Guru Maharaj, and the festivals that took place and still do take place, for instance, Gaurapanim and other festivals, they don't last only a morning or a day, they also keep on going. And we did just have Nityananda Prabhu's appearance and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's appearance, which is like very high-powered appearances, by the way. So, we are happy to continue on the theme, as it were, this Saturday, where we've got more people attending too, because, of course, in the week people are working. And so it's not so easy to come from here, there, and everywhere. Hare Krishna. And Jagannath Prabhu is here? Outside. Oh, you didn't leave him behind. Okay. We have 2 Jagannath Prabhus here. The other one's in the kitchen, maybe. French Jagannath and Bournemouth Jagannath. And this morning we were reading about Jagannath in Jagannath Puri, with unblinking eyes, wide open, unblinking eyes. Okay, anyway, I was told 12 till 1, so I'll be a good boy and I'll stop speaking, because we have Devashish Prabhu here, Secretary of Sri Chaitanya Saraswati London chapter. So, Devashish Prabhu, over to you. Here's the microphone. Oh, I was going to say, ethereally the microphone, but here is the microphone. And we found you do need to clip it on, otherwise it's too faint for the listener.
Okay.
And let's see if you can have the microphone without the water on the floor. Okay. All right. Devashish.
Maharaj. We are all humble servants. Actually, we must always remember that we are only servants. And that in itself is a great honor, that we are allowed to serve such, I would say, in the language of Saraswati Thakur, such an august assembly. So, Srila Guru Maharaj himself, he would always say, I am always a student, I am not a finished professor. And of course, Srila Guru Maharaj was more than any finished professor, but still, in his humility, that was his feeling. Not just that he knew, I have to make some expression of humility, but rather that was his feeling always. I am only a student, and always a student. And that's very useful for us. Because also Guru Maharaj used to quote the Scottish poet Robbie Burns. He would say, quoting him, rank is but the guinea stamp, man is the gold for that. So it doesn't matter what your rank is, so to say. It's the man inside, or the woman inside, that is the important thing. And what is the ego of that person? Everyone has ego. But generally we're laboring under a misconceived ego. And that misconception may also stray into our spiritual life, thinking, I'm a temple president, or I'm a big sannyasi, or I'm a guru, or I'm a this, or I'm a that. But none of those things are actually real. Even, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when they held the first Vyasa Puja festival ceremony I believe in Calcutta at Bagh Bazaar, Gaudiya Math. So previously they'd not observed this festival, but they did with Saraswati Thakur. And after they all made their offerings of praise to him and everything, then he replied. He made a talk in reply, and he began by saying, addressing all of his disciples, my brothers who have all come to save me. You have all come to save me. So then he said that everything in this temple is my responsibility. The worship of the deity, the cooking, the cleaning, everything. But I am only one man and I cannot do everything. So Krishna has sent you to help me. And in this way you are saving me. And this guru, what's called guru abhiman, sometimes I have to assert that, but it is an artificial assertion. Guru is the servant of his disciples, actually. Not that we are thinking, I'm amassing many followers, and then my rank is rising, and I can make everybody as my servant. Rather the opposite. The genuine spiritual master always thinking himself to be the servant of his disciples and followers, because they are being served by him in a particular way. It is his service to bring them, to make them qualified for the service of the divine couple in the line of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, and then he said, in that same talk, he said, I am worse than the worst animal, that you are all saying so much in praise of me, and I'm sitting here on the big chair. I'm the only one on the big chair, no one else on the big chair, I'm here. Even an animal would feel ashamed to take such a position. But it is necessary for me to do that. So this is Vaishnavata. The Vaishnava never considering himself to be the important person, that everyone should follow me or that anyone should follow me. But still, when we see the will of the Lord becoming manifest through a particular devotee, we cannot ignore that. And we can see Srila Govinda Maharaj, he was the perfect example of that. For so many years, Srila Sridhar Maharaj wanted to give him the chair as the Acharya of Chaitanya Saraswati Math. And all the time he's telling, no Maharaj, give me more time, or find somebody else, make somebody else that the Guru, I can serve them. And he's thinking this way, if I become the Guru, then I'll be so much restricted, what I can say, what I can do, all of these. I'm more happy as I am now, serving in this way. Give me more time, Maharaj. Till finally Guru Maharaj said, no, I cannot give more time. If today you do not accept, tonight I'm leaving the world. And I'll shutter up the temple and give the deities to Puri Maharaj if you don't accept. And Gurudev's, finally his response was, yes Maharaj, I'm your goat. You can cut my tail or you can cut my throat, it is okay. Whatever you decide you can do. I am only your servant. And that is our identity, and our aspiration is to be a humble servant. In fact, the humble part is redundant because we are already humble. Our position is a humble position. Our ego may not be humble, but our position is humble. We are all fallen souls. We are all insignificant. But we do have some part to play in the Leela of the Lord, as Maharaj said, that his Leela is to save the fallen souls. So here we are, We are the fallen souls. And Srila Govinda Maharaj himself, he was quoting one verse, and in that verse he says, so, you are the Lord and I am a fallen soul. And this one will never change. And Gurudev said, he's talking to Krishna, he said, and between you and me, you know I'm never going to worship you. You know that I'm a fallen soul. And I've done my job, because my job is to be a fallen soul. I've done my job, I'm as fallen as I can be. So now you have to do your job, and your job is to save me. That's who you are. That's your job. That's your promise, to save the fallen souls. So now you have to fulfill your part. I've done my part. Now you do your part. And we see, Srila Gurudev was so wise, and his conception of Krishna consciousness was perfect, because he was taught by a perfect master. There is no comparison with him. Anyone who tries to make any comparison with him, with any other person, they're foolish, bordering on offensive. Because Srila Guru Maharaj trained Srila Govinda Maharaj for 40 plus years to be that person. And also, not only that, recognized that person in him from the very beginning, from the very day that they met. So their relationship is unique. And all of us that came to Srila Sridhar Maharaj, we saw that in one way or another, that his relationship with Guru Maharaj was, yes, guru and disciple, but more than that. It was more than that. It wasn't the conventional guru-disciple relationship. It was some greater loving bond between them. So much so that we saw that Srila Guru Maharaj will never make any decision about anything very important unless Srila Govinda Maharaj is there. He must consult with Srila Govinda Maharaj in this way. And it's true that I heard Srila Govinda Maharaj once, I heard him say, and if they do not follow strictly the line of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, then they must come to the garbage of Sahajism. And this is a fact. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he established everything very perfectly. And Srila Guru Maharaj was able to understand that very perfectly. That's why he said, that, all my god brothers in their temples and ISKCON in their temples, they make much of Jula Nyatra, the swing festival. He said, but I will not do that in my mott. First of all, we are not fit to swing Krishna. But secondly, it is my feeling, maybe not secondly, maybe primarily, it is my feeling that my Guru Maharaj did not want this. So I do not do this. It was not desirable by him. And that is the criterion. What is desirable by him? And he said, and the study of these higher literatures, what we call rasa, tattva literature, like Ujjwal Nilamani, Govinda Lilamrita, all these high books, he said, and I say to my god brothers, you may be qualified to read these books, but still I say you should not, because our Guru Maharaj didn't allow it. So this is everything. The order of Guru is everything. And that has to be, coming from the upper world. And Srila Saraswati Thakur showed that in many ways, on many occasions. He showed how his connection was there with that upper world. He was very good friends with the editor of the Bengali newspaper, the Amrita Bazar Patrika, and at that time, then in his mott in Calcutta, the Bhagwazar Gaudiya mott, they were making a daily spiritual newspaper, daily, printing that. And the editor of that Bengali newspaper, like the biggest selling Bengali newspaper at the time, I don't know if it still is, but at that time it was, and he said, how is it possible that every day you're making a newspaper, spiritual newspaper? Like, where are you getting the information to fill these pages? And Saraswati Thakur said, I don't understand why you find that difficult to get. You're the editor of a newspaper of this material world. Is there any day when there's no news to publish? Sorry, today nothing happened, there's no news. Said, then this is the material world. What to speak of the spiritual world? So much variegatedness, so much news coming from there. Then it is not not a difficult thing to understand. If there's so much news here in this material world, and this material world is insignificant compared to that world, then we can publish not just every day, every 5 minutes we can publish something. No problem for that. So this is because he's connected with that in a substantial way. He's able to understand that in a substantial way and show that. So this is not at all extraordinary. And we heard Guru Maharaj said that at the Bhagwazar, the press was, I believe it was called the Jai Shri press, and the printing press itself was under his bedroom in Calcutta. His was on the first floor. If you've been there, you see his room's on the first floor. On the ground floor, right underneath his bedroom, was this press. And if you've seen those presses, and they're actually where you have to set the type physically, put every single letter in there, block by block by block by block, and they're printing that, and it's not a quiet machine. It's not like it's kagang 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 kagang. We had a similar press in Navadvip. You remember, Maharaj? Very noisy, and yeah, and I think this press was bigger, the one in Bhagwazar. Yeah, yeah. So then somebody asked him, "Oh, does it not disturb you?" Because they used to run the press during the night. Does it not disturb you? How can you sleep with so much noise? And he said, no, I do not hear noise. I hear kirtan. This is kirtan. That's what I hear. I like that. and similarly, we heard that when Srila Gurudev came to London, which he did many times, as you all know. And one of the later times when he came there, and Dayanidhi Prabhu was leading the kirtan, and big kirtan. It was a big kirtan. And Gurudev came in, and he made his obeisances to their lordship, Guru Gauranga Radha Shyam Sundar. And then he went to his room. His room's at the back of the house. And so I accompanied him to the room, and also Siddhanti Maharaj was with us. And we went into the room, and Gurudev sat in his chair, and we sat on the floor, and then Gurudev starts talking to me. And I can't hear anything he's saying at all, because the kirtan is so loud, Can't hear anything at all. And then I'm kind of gesturing, I can't hear any, And then Siddhanti Maharaj, he got up and went to close the door, so that, to be some more possibility to hear. But as he went to close the door, Srila Gurudev said, no, Maharaj, don't close the door. I've just flown 3,000 miles. And when I left India, this kirtan going on. And now I've arrived here, same kirtan going on. And this is why I've come to hear this kirtan. I've come to hear this kirtan. So don't close the door. We can talk later, we can talk. But now I want to hear this kirtan. And this is Dainidhi Prabhu's kirtan. So we want to be authentic in our approach. We're not canvassing for a popular vote or to entertain everybody. And there are other places you can go to be entertained, spiritually entertained. You can go, you can find that there. We are maybe very orthodox in what we do. Hari Kirtan, Hari Katha, Hari Prasad. That's what we do. And we don't really invent new things to do to attract people or whatever it may be. To, as Guru Maharaj said, to create a favorable preaching environment. We try to maintain what Srila Guru Maharaj, the standard that he gave us. Of course, that's not possible entirely because Guru Maharaj is Guru Maharaj, and who are we in comparison with that? But that's our yardstick. Would Guru Maharaj like this? And this was also Srila Gurudev's idea, especially in London. And when he would come, we have one god sister, and she's from South India. And she said, when Gurudev comes, I can arrange some dancers to come, some Bharatnatyam dancers, and they can do a performance for Gurudev. And I said, yes, Didi, that's a very nice idea, but if I allowed that in this mott, Gurudev would be very angry with me. And she said, no, I saw in Mexico they were doing this, and in Russia they were doing that, and like giving me all these examples. And I said, yes. And he allowed that, and he, tolerated that in the mood that it was offered to him, because he considered all those places as his motts, so he can give some allowance there. But he always said when he came to London, this is Guru Maharaj's mott, because it was established in the time of Guru Maharaj by the order of Guru Maharaj. This is Guru Maharaj's mott. So even things that he might allow in his mott, he wouldn't accept in Guru Maharaj's mott. So this is we've always tried to make this our yardstick. Would Guru Maharaj accept this or not? Would you see this in Navadip Sri Chaitanya Saraswat mott? If the answer was no, then we didn't do it, however it was. When Sri Lanka used to work very hard making the children's plays, for Gurudev would come and watch them. But every single time when he would come to watch, he would say, only because the children are doing it. If adults were doing this play, I will not come and see it. But children, I can, because they're children, that was what Guru Maharaj would allow, he would allow. And not more than that in Guru Maharaj's mott. And he said, after we paid off the mortgage for the mott in East London, Green Street, Chaitanya Saraswat mott. We paid off the mortgage, and largely, I have to say, largely due to Anjali and her husband, their collection was the main source of paying off that loan. Others too, but they were the main collectors for paying that off. And we paid it off, and Gurudev was so happy. And in the temple room there, he said, it may be very small, but that it is ours and it is 100% Guru Maharaj. This is my criteria. And we think it is 100% Guru Maharaj. That's all. We don't care, big, small. That is not the criteria. That it is 100% Guru Maharaj. That is the criteria. So we try to maintain that, both there and here. And then we can say, oh yes, Srila Sridhar Maharaj said, the London mott is another room in my Navadip mott. We can say that, as long as we can maintain that standard as much as we're able to, because we're all faulty and we're all going to mess it up, no doubt. But as best as we can if we can try and maintain that. And Gurudev will be happy with our attempt. And then we can say, yes, Sridhar Maharaj said, this is another room in his Navadima. Then we can say that. Anyway, I wanted to, I don't know, actually, that just kind of spontaneously came to me. And, and I know, always that Srila Madhusudan Maharaj, he's always been a great champion of that, wherever he goes. What was established by Guru Maharaj, what was established by Gurudev, that's the criteria. That's what we're aiming for, and that's what we serve. We serve that ideal. So, that we have him with us for a few days is very encouraging for us. So, now's the time, I think, for Arti, more or less.
Hari Hari Govinda. But of course, Arti needs a pujari and a car needs a driver. And Gurudev, in his own way, he made an observation. Driver must always be last. It wasn't an instruction that he would be ready, so many things. Where's the driver? Hare Krishna. But Saraswati, take note. I'm sure she's listening somewhere. We did our duty. We ended on time. Sandra, good to have you with us. Jagannath Prabhu, our rivals just now. One thing from India. What did you learn in India? One thing. You just came back from pilgrimage. One spiritual thing you learned from India.
You need great tolerance.
You need great tolerance. Okay, well. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in his My Advice, said the first duty of the resident of the mat is tolerance. So, well done.
Another one was patience. Patience is part of enthusiasm.
Patience
is part of enthusiasm.
Is part of enthusiasm. Okay.
So we went to that temple and he had the bas relief. It was behind another temple, and it was where he found a temple or a deity on a hill. I can't remember. We saw so many things in such a short time. It's a bit blurry, Maharaj. Yeah. But he said he'd written out the whole precept of the Gaudiya Siddhanta philosophy on the bas relief and on the wall, and it was all around the inside of the temple. Part of enthusiasm and determination and patience, part of enthusiasm is patience.
Right. And we read 4 Ds in the Revealed Truth the other day. What are those 4 Ds, the good things? Where are our students? Dedication, devotion, determination and divine grace. These 4 things are needed to be. So there we are. And the first duty of the residents of the mat is tolerance. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Okay, now it's going to be Arti, so let everyone stand. And noon Arti, and afterwards, yes, chanting and dancing.
Not dollars, diplomacy and despotism.
Right. Thank you. Water.
Leave it here, Marge. Leave it here. Jai Shri Guru Granga. Jai Jai Jai.
So, our Mridanga players, please let us also have one Mridanga with Krishna Das Guru. We have many Mridangas. One more here. Who's the singer?
Of course.
Doesn't go high, right? Jaya Shomati Nandana Brajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Karana Jaya Yasomati Gokula Jaya Yasomati Nandana Brajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjana
So the appearance of Sri Chaitanya, the appearance of Shri Guru Bharanga Gandhava Govinda Sundar, Jew as Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Devashish and Sri Sagar Ki Jai. Jai.